Hey guys, well today I thought we could do a full face of one brand, and that one brand would be NYX, because NYX is one of my favorite drugstore brands and has been for quite some time. I've spent a long time just picking out these products, so I'm not going to waste time like talking about them. We'll just get right into it. So this is actually a new product that I've just picked up, and it is the Fat Oil Lip Drip. It is in the shade Newsfeed, and I have used this. It reminds me of the Jacqueline lip oils as far as like this doe foot. It does have some pigment to it. My lips were dry, so I needed to put something on them. It smells kind of like fruit punch. I could be wrong about that, but it is a beautiful like fruit punch color. But I love this. I think it is so nourishing. It stays on for quite some time. Really a good deal. It tastes like it smells, so I'm very impressed with this, and I will pick up another shade probably. For primer, I'm going to use the NYX Marshmallow Primer. This is one that I've had for a little bit, I won't lie to you, but it's also a good one, and I've used it quite a few times. I think that NYX is kind of one of those higher priced drugstore brands, I won't lie to you, but I like a lot of their things. I have this eyeshadow palette. It's the Ultimate Edit, and it is Ultimate Utopia. Here are some of the colors. I have done a look with this palette before. I think tonight I may just stick with these, start saying neutrals. It is a neutral palette, but I'll stick with these three matte shades. Okay, so first I'm going to take this shade here. They don't have names on them, so it's kind of like a burnt orange shade. And I am just dipping into that, and I'm going to put that in the crease, kind of concentrating it to the outer corner. Lots of pigment. I guess it looks more pink on the eye. Then I'm going to take this deeper purple. That's going in the outer corner. Then I'm going to take this softer shade, like a bone color shade for me, and I'm going to blend the edges. Then I have some of this Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer, and I'm going to take just a little bit of that on the back of my hand, and I'm going to grab it on a brush, and I'm going to carve my crease, cut the crease, whatever you call it. And then I'm just going to take that lightest shade, and I'm going to pat that over top of the concealer. And then I just took a little bit of that deepest shade and just blended the edges ever so slightly, just tiny bit. And then I'm going to take my NYX Epic Ink Liner and just did a small wing. And then I'm going to take my NYX Epic Wear Liner Stick in deepest brown, because this is my favorite shade. I don't have a black one yet. I don't know why I haven't bought the black one, but I'm just going to use the deep brown, and I'm going to tight line with that. Next, we are going to use this. This is something new to my collection. This is the Bear With Me Blur foundation. I got the shade Vanilla. I have used this a couple times, so let's put it on and then I'll tell you what I've thought about it when I've used it. So I've got it blended out. It looks really great when you first blend it out. I think it looks smoothing and blurring, and I really like it. If you're not going to wear this foundation for very long, I say it's great, wonderful, spectacular. If it's something you're wanting to wear all day long, it's not going to be your best friend. It's just not, as far as if you're an oily person, let me say that. It doesn't hold my oil back. It just, the oil comes through no matter what primer I've used. So I'm just not extremely impressed with it, but I'm not extremely unhappy with it either. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Can't Stop Won't Stop on a few blemishes because I've had some breakouts here and there. So I'm going to let that sit for just a second while I use my NYX Wonder Stick. And this is the contour stick in Universal Light. Then I'm going to use my NYX Wonder Stick with the cream blush in Light Peach and Baby Pink. And I think I will use, let's go with Light Peach. Okay, and then I'm going to take the NYX Bear With Me Concealer, Serum Concealer. Did I say concealer twice? Sorry. Then I'm going to use my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder. This powder is so good. I've already like basically went through one of these. I have just a tiny bit left in the other one and I'm using it up. But I wanted to show you a whole one so you would know what it was, at least the shade. I also have this NYX Mineral Matte Finishing Powder, but I got the shade Light Medium in it and it's just too deep for me. So if there's a different shade on it, maybe I can pick it up and try it, but it deepens my makeup too much, so really can't use this. I don't have a powder bronzer from them. I don't know why I haven't picked one up because you guys know I love bronzer, but I do have this Sweet Cheeks matte blush in the shade Daydream, so I am going to put a little bit more blush on. This is really pigmented, so I'm going to go light with it. And for highlighter, I'm going to use the contour stick and use the highlight end on my finger. See how pretty that went on? And I just rub it on my finger. So that kind of warms up the product, and then I just tap it on. And I might put a little too much on, but that's okay. Alrighty, then let's do the brows. My NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Taupe. Then my Lift and Snatch pen in Taupe. I almost said pencil. And then I love the NYX Thick It Stick It in Taupe. And I also have the NYX the Brow Glue in Taupe. I'm not a crazy fan of this one. It's not my favorite, but I like the fibers that this one has. My brows got a little big today, but that's okay. It'll work. So I have quite a few of these liners. Like I said, Deepest Brown is probably my favorite. These are my favorite liners. I'll just go ahead and give you a little spoiler there. I'm going to try the Periwinkle Pop today. It has a little bit of an iridescence to it. It's basically the same as this. So let's see. The wear on these are just amazing. They last forever. You can't really tell a whole lot from it, but maybe it'll brighten up my eye in just a second. But these stay really well. I'm rubbing pretty good and it's not coming off. I don't know if you can tell that, but I promise. For somebody who has an issue with, I'm even rubbing with that and it's not coming off very well. For somebody who has an issue with like watery eyes, these stay really well. I don't have a mascara from NYX because I'm not feeling one that I like, so I just grabbed one out of my drawer. This is the Maybelline Colossal Curl Bounce. It's not really one of my favorites, it's just what I came across, so that's what I put on today. I'm going to take this one more time. I put it on the inner corner and brow bone, and I'm just blending it with my finger. I have a couple of these NYX matte lip liners. One is in the shade Sandstorm and one is in the shade London. I will swatch both. They look very similar. The top one is Sandstorm and this bottom one is London. I'm just going to put Sandstorm on. And then I also have this NYX Lingerie XXL. It's a liquid lipstick in Expose Me. I'm going to put some of that on. And one more thing, I'm going to use this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade London. I redid my lips, which they still kind of clash, but I just did this Sandstorm lip liner with just the Soft Matte Lip Cream in London. I left out the NYX XXL just because I felt like it was clashing with the eyes, but now I feel like it's not going at all. So anyway, we'll just leave it alone. All right, so just a little rundown. I love this. This is probably one of my favorite primers. This is okay, not one of my absolute favorites. If you're going to wear your makeup for a short time, it will be great. In the summer, I probably will steer away from this because I will get oily super quick because I, you know, get sweaty and oily and all those good things. So this won't be something I reach for in the summer, but it's very beautiful. The Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer is great. I like it because of the doe foot. However, I like the coverage on this and the feel of this. That's what I use under my eyes. If the packaging on this one was different, I would like it. So they're both great. I probably would choose the Bear With Me over the Can't Stop Won't Stop. That's just a personal preference. Their eyeshadows, the mattes are super pigmented. They blend very well. I love the look I was able to create with them. I didn't put any shimmer on today just because I didn't feel shimmer. But I've been doing a lot of matte looks lately, so that's just been my thing. But love their mattes. They are super pigmented. So if you want to try one of these smaller palettes or even a larger palette, I totally say go for it. This powder I love. It is very comparable, super comparable. I call it a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder. I just think it's that good. It's just so beautiful. I got the shade Light. I set my whole face with this and I love it. It really does. It's a mattifying powder, so I really feel like it does mattify, but also it just like really smooths and airbrushes things. So I really love this. The Wonder Stick, I wasn't crazy about this when I first got it, but since I've played with it a little bit more, I'm more apt to use this just because I know how to use it a little bit more. So the contour part of it, I feel like it's not really a contour. I feel like it's more of a bronzer shade. And I didn't have a powder bronzer on top of it, so this is just this. So I do like it. I have the shade Light, and I love the highlighter, and the way I use the highlighter is I just put it on my finger and then tap where I want it to go. So you can see I'm very highlighted today, and I love this highlighter. Put it just about everywhere it would go on my face. So it looks like I've just colored my face with highlighter today, but this is beautiful. One thing I'm not crazy about is this one. Oddly enough, I'm sure it's the same formula, but it's the Blush Wonder Stick, and I just don't find that I like the formula on this. I guess in a blush, I don't like it as well. It didn't blend out horribly today, but in other foundations, I found that it lifts underneath. I've not really had a great amount of luck with it, and I haven't played with it a lot because of just not having good luck. So, beautiful colors, a very nice pinky little blush there, but it's not something I reach for a lot, and not something I would encourage you to buy if you're not familiar with creams and all that kind of stuff. Maybe if I used my finger with this one, maybe I'd like it. Maybe I should do that. This is very pigmented and beautiful. Very much recommend this one. Do yourself a favor and get you one of these liners, because these liners are my favorite in my collection. Truly and truly. They are just that good. They stay on the waterline so well, and I have watery eyes and I don't have a problem with these. And I mean, like, you can kind of tell I've kind of straightened them up. This one is my most used. I've used this one second, and these are kind of like about the same as when I got them, so I use them a lot. Lip liners, the matte lip liners, skip over. I don't like these very much. If you moisturize your lips before, it does help when you go to put these on, but I find them very dry. It doesn't really work with my lips very much, and I'm not impressed. So totally skip these. They're probably, I think they have a different formula in their lip liners that I need to try, but the matte ones for sure stay away from. Eyeliner, Epic Ink, love this. It's always been a favorite. The one thing that I am noticing though, and maybe I didn't notice this before, is it's not drying down completely matte. I don't know if you guys can tell that, but it looks a little shiny to me. So maybe I always thought it did before, but it didn't look like it today. So who knows? I am ride or die for these brow products. The micro brow pencil is awesome. Probably my most reach for. The Lift and Snatch pen is also my most reach for, and this Thick It Stick It, I love it. These are like a trio of epic proportions for brows for me. I don't have a lot of brows, so this is what I reach for. If you have a lot of brows and you don't really need a lot, you could probably get by with this pencil and the brow glue, and you wouldn't need all three of these. But since I don't have a lot, I'm just doing this one. So they also make a regular brow glue that's just clear, but I'm not crazy about this one. So I did try the taupe one, and it's not bad. I just prefer something with fibers in it, so it makes my brow hairs look a little bit fuller. As far as foundations go, I've had this for a very long time, and I've not used it in a little bit, but I used to love this. This used to be one of my very favorite foundations. I would compare this to Estee Lauder Double Wear. That's how good it is. It's the Can't Stop Won't Stop full coverage foundation. If I set it up, it's been laying over in a drawer, but if I set it up, I bet it would probably be at least halfway gone. At least, probably more, but this one's a good one. This powder I'm not crazy about, but I might have gotten the wrong shade. I got light medium, and it kind of deepens the makeup that I put on, so if I get my right shade, I might like it a little bit better. The Lingerie XXL liquid lip. I love this. This is really good. I reach for it quite often. I've always been very excited about this and loved it. I need to pick up more shades in this. I just never have, but it's really good, and I like it. The soft matte lip cream, now this is amazing. This has been a staple product for them for a very long time, and I love this. The way it feels on the lips, it looks matte, but it looks like a liquid lip, but it doesn't dry down like a liquid lip, and it's just very smooth and creamy and all the good things. I believe that was it. Oh wait, this new product, the fat oil, I really like this. This is a good thing. Let me put some over top of what I've got on here. I kind of glossed up what I got on, but I love this, and this is definitely something I will be picking up more shades of. I like the tint that this gives my lips. I do feel like it gives like that kind of, you know, popsicle lip, if you will. It's really good. It smells delicious, tastes delicious. I really like this. Yeah, I believe that's all. So this is my full face of NYX. I love NYX. I think they're a great brand. There are a few misses for me, but for the most part, they're all hits. So yeah, if you've got any good things from NYX that I'm not trying, let me know, and I will pick them up. But maybe I gave you a few recommendations today, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you are staying safe, happy, and healthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.